most amazing place, an old leather goods factory that's been converted into a house. And what a house. Almost everything's had a past life, and often a very colourful one. There are discards here from schools, hospitals, science labs, even a jail. You've got to stick around for this. But first, I'll just quickly run through tonight's show. Reg tells us the story of the TV that took over a house. I'll show you the healthiest house in Australia. And Rebecca goes to pieces over a great alternative to greeting cards. Our warehouse owners are shy, but they've given us free rein to explore, starting from the ground floor and working up. The living areas are made spacious by the open plan. Behind these imposing French doors is a music room. These were made in the mid-19th century and add an air of faded grandeur to the place. And while we're talking doors, how do you like these from the old Dandenong lockup? These were picked up in a second-hand yard for around $100 each. You can see where the prisoners have scratched their names and thoughts into the steel. Some of it's a bit rude for telly, but up here, Ricky looks like he's tried to escape, and Ray looks like he's been in here for armed robbery and kidnapping. Bit scary. Do you think they'd notice if I wrote Suzie, 1998? Actually, it would make a good guest book. The owners only like things with character. Notice there are no visible white goods in the kitchen. Far too modern. They're all hidden under the stairs, behind distressed metal doors. So many stories in here alone. The old cooker stove, storage drawers from a hardware outlet, and a shoemaker's workbench. Over here, they housed a laboratory sink in an industrial bench and finished the look with surgery taps. These are a bargain at $25 from a scrap metal yard, and they're great because if your hands are full or dirty, you can use your elbow. Love this idea, covering your couches with woolen blankets, cool in summer and cosy in winter. Upstairs, the main bedroom's a large open space with no dividing walls. Instead, they built this platform from recycled boards to define the bath area. You've probably guessed by now the owners are lateral thinkers. Well, look what they've done to the guest room. They've turned it into a hospital ward. Thankfully, the mattresses are new. Anyway, with lots more to see, we'll be back here later in the show to complete the tour.
Take a good long look at this television. It's very special. So special, the entire house is being remodelled around it. Does that sound a bit mad? Well, the fact is, it is huge. At 129 centimetres, it's one of the biggest sets you can get. It dwarfs this room. So what are they going to do about it? Build a bigger room, of course. 2 walls are being ripped down. The dividing wall into the kitchen, and this one joining the back sunroom. What they're making, of course, is a large open-plan space, hopefully large enough for the telly. Now, you can't knock out a wall without getting an expert to ensure the floor above doesn't collapse. Removing 2 walls increases that risk, so a new support beam had to be included here. Unfortunately, that meant replacing the ceiling to hide the beam. How much is this TV set going to end up costing? I mean, they need a new floor as well. Over here, there was a step down into the sunroom, so that's all been raised, the whole area levelled, and the gaps where the walls were filled with scrap timber. Anything would do because it's all going to be hidden away under black butt floorboards. This is a new floor from Boral's Australiana range. Notice all the natural faults have been retained, all the veins, spirals and knots, so that each plank is unique. Even insect trails have been left to enhance the rustic charm. So far, this has been an owner-builder project, but they've willingly handed the flooring over to Boral, who offer a full installation service. Such a godsend when you're up to your eyeballs in it. Removing the walls revealed the age of the kitchen, and it doesn't go with the new look. It's a bit of an afterthought, but they've come too far to stop now. I'm just admiring that afterthought. A $15,000 kitchen. Well, thankfully, that's finally it. Would you believe they've spent more than $30,000 bringing the house up to scratch for that wretched television? I guess there's a lesson in it. Consider the space you're filling before buying the appliances. That aside, everyone's more than happy with the new viewing area.
After the break, a little storage idea that came to me while I was sitting down. If you've got a bathroom that's tight on storage space, then this shelf unit might be the answer for you. Now, because there's a huge range of toilets and cisterns on the market, you'll need 3 pieces of information for this job. The first, the height to the top of the cistern off the floor, the width of the cistern, and the depth of the cistern from the back wall. That'll determine the size of the materials you're using and the position of that bottom shelf. We're going to start with the shelves. Pre-start your nails. A good tip is to hammer the nail head first, then turn it round, and this will stop the wood splitting at the ends. Glue and hammer the shelves to the backing board. And then do the same for the second set of shelves. This will give you an idea how it's going to look. The unit's laying on its side. This is the bottom here. Obviously, the top of the cistern will finish about here, which leaves me enough room to get my hand in to press the flush button. Now it's a simple matter of gluing and nailing it all together. What I'm going to do now is put a couple of little doors in this opening, which will be hinged like so. That'll cover the fact that we don't have a back. These two do. It's a sneaky way of hiding that, isn't it? We're using easy fit hinges, so they don't need to be set into the wood. Fit your doorknobs, and then your latches. So, there you have it. Now, when it comes to putting a finish on this, you're going to have to think hygiene because you're going to have to wipe it down, keep it clean, and it is in a wet area, so it might pay to put some rubber stoppers on the bottom to elevate it off the floor.
Okay, time now for details of our great new competition. Over the next month, we're giving away $100,000 worth of top-of-the-line Bosch products. In week 1, 3 lucky Our House viewers will win a house full of Bosch appliances, including an oven, gas hot water system, washing machine, clothes dryer, and this 5-program dishwasher, which minimises your water and electricity consumption. To be in the running, just call 1902 553 613 and register your name. Lines will be open until midnight Sunday, and we'll announce the winners next week. Good luck.
This home in Melbourne's western suburbs is a lot like any other house in the street, except for its unusual claim to fame, the title of Australia's healthiest house. According to owner-builder Jan Branches, a healthy house is one with healthy air.
What we have done with this house is we sealed it off as tight as we could. We applied all kinds of different technologies, and then we introduced a ventilation system that you can consider being the lungs of your house. Well, what this ventilation system does, it brings in fresh air in all the living room areas that we have, the bedrooms, and it extracts polluted air out of the house in those areas that you create pollution, which is your bathroom, with your showers, your laundry area, and your kitchen.
Does that mean that we're not allowed to open our windows?
No. Of course, you can open windows whenever you want, but the Healthy House will give you a choice. If, for instance, you suffer from pollen, you can close those windows and still get fresh air. But if you like the fresh outdoors, open the windows by all means, absolutely. We eliminate as many chemicals out of the house as we can. Well, there are over 250 chemicals used in a house, so by starting to eliminate that, we might get a bit of better quality of air. All the walls in this house are painted with the Breathe Easy paint. The Breathe Easy doesn't contain many chemicals, and therefore it prevents from chemicals getting into your lungs. This floor is called high-pressure laminate flooring, and the benefit of this flooring is first of all, we don't use glue in it. to lay it down. That means we have eliminated another chemical out of the house. Secondly, when the floor is down, it's completely finished. We don't need to polish, no sanding, no staining. So again, there we eliminated a number of chemicals out of the house.
So this isn't just for allergy sufferers or people with breathing problems or anything like that. It's for all of us. This is the way you see things are going to go.
That's very right, yeah. I think that asthma, people that suffer from asthma allergies will benefit greatly from this because we have eliminated a number of problems that cause these asthmas. For instance, dust mites are minimized. We don't have molds, fungi, and all these other problems that are asthma triggers. I think every family in Australia should live in a healthy house.
Because this is a business for you, isn't it? Yeah.
It is a business for us. My experience comes from overseas, mostly from North America. We're the very first ones in Australia to introduce it. Very important for us to have a demonstration project that people can say, I can see the house, I can feel it, I can smell it. Most importantly, it looks like a normal house, a pleasant house to live in.
After the break, decoupage with a difference. You will have seen us decoupaging on the show before. It's always very popular and nothing is safe from a good decoupaging. Well, tonight I'd like you to meet Debbie Moyle, chartered accountant and mother of 3. If you look at her work closely, you'll see the pictures are often out of proportion and the objects out of context, yet they still make up a seamless picture. You seem to have developed your own singular style. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I start with individual pictures that I like and work to create the illusion of a complete picture, but I want the whole thing to look as though it was all there in the first place.
Yes, some of them actually look like one photograph. You must spend a fortune on magazines, do you?
Well, initially I had a few and they were cut up very quickly, and I went to garage sales when people were moving house. They were often getting rid of boxes of magazines, so they'd sell them to me by the box or 20 cents a copy.
I'm a big fan of decoupage. Debbie, do you think I could have a go?
I'm sure you can.
The first thing is finding the images. Once you've cut them out, seal both sides with a Liquitex gloss medium. Apply the first coat in one direction, allow to dry, and a tip here, place them on a tea towel and that way they won't stick. And the second coat in the other direction. This should eliminate any brush strokes once they're dry. We're going for an African theme. As you can see, I'm using pictures of similar tones. That'll help tie my masterpiece together. Use a roller to get rid of any wrinkles and wipe off the excess with a damp cloth. Then continue building the layers. Once they're all done, apply 2 thin coats of sealer, doing the alternate way trick again. Mix up some resin following the manufacturer's instructions and pour over the centre of your picture. Use a bit of thick cardboard to spread it out evenly. You can get rid of any air bubbles by blowing lightly through a straw or, as we're doing, by using a pencil torch. And there's our finished piece. I really like Debbie's technique of making the images in the centre overlap the frame. It really gives depth to the picture. And while the purists might disapprove of the use of resin, when you compare it to the 20 to 30 coats of varnish that are traditionally used, I think this method's got a lot going for it.
The items in this exhibition are the result of an unusual challenge thrown at a bunch of artists. The brief was to create a cabinet that reflected the geography and climate of southeast Queensland. There are 28 cabinets in the exhibition and they're all designed to be functional, and the designs are out there. In actual fact, some of them are seriously out there. Some, like this one, are pretty simple, and here's the man who made it. So, Bill, where did you get your inspiration for this piece?
It was basically childhood memories of happy holidays at the seaside, really. Jetties and the poles originally could have been trees coming out of billabongs or posts on a jetty.
Now, the good thing about Bill's piece is it'll fit into any room in any house. See, size isn't everything. I suppose we could say this one's architect designed, because it was designed by an architect. It's sort of like a cross between Ned Kelly meets the robot from Lost in Space and a little bit of Dalek thrown in.
Well, it was a bit like that, Shirl. I was really keen on the idea of making something that was fun to play with, like a big toy.
It's very practical. I mean, everything opens and shuts.
Well, the idea is you can keep absolutely everything in there, your VCRs, your CDs, your remote controls and all the other bits and pieces that usually just hang around the house. I've got somewhere to go and you close all the doors and maybe have a bit of fun finding them.
I'm not even going to attempt to describe this one. I'll leave that up to its creator.
This is George the fridge. George, my bedside table, fridge.
This is a bedroom piece?
This is a bedroom piece.
So you can just get the tinny out of the fridge, so to speak?
No. Touch it. Yep, it's all about touching. It's all about the tactile surfaces, all the clean surfaces and the surfaces that are inside as well. So the clear drawers were really important, you know, that voyeurist sort of thing. So people, when they come into your bedroom, instead of having to open the drawers, they can actually see what you have in your bedroom.
Oh, so you know where your socks are. It is very feminine, this piece.
It's very sexual, yeah. Yeah, everything I do, I think, is something to do with sex in it. I have to say it is about the, you know, the passionate heat in the bedroom, the fridge. Does that work?
Sure, yeah. I told you they were out there, didn't I? On a more serious note is this one, with its hoop pine drawers and large mirror. Its designer called it Monday.
Monday is the day that was named after the moon, and that's the centre image. And also it's a symbol of melancholy and contemplation. That's what I intended, so that people look at themselves, they look at the moon at the same time, and they contemplate their relationship to the environment.
There's some fantastic pieces here. If you'd like to have a look, the exhibition's called Degrees of Latitude. It's on until August 16th at the Brisbane City Hall.
If you watch Channel 9's Our House, you'll love the Our House Lived Out magazine in the Courier Mail. Jam-packed full of great ideas for building, renovating or decorating your place in the Sunshine State. The Our House Lived Out magazine, grab it in Tuesday's Courier Mail.
If you'd like more information on our stories, call us on 1900 185 035 and we'll mail it to you. For our fax service, phone 1900 185 033 and follow the instructions. And of course, there's our website at ourhouse.9msn.com.au, where you'll find all this year's fact sheets, plus information on our popular do-it-yourself club.
It can be so frustrating coming up with a different way of sending someone a message, especially if you can't find just the right card for the occasion. Well, now there's a new and unusual alternative. The Jigsaw pack contains 12 coloured markers, 4 blank jigsaw puzzles and some instructions. It's so simple. Draw a design on the jigsaw. You can use the text as supplied, or crayons, pencils or paint. Then you break it up, pop it in an envelope and off it goes. Well, that should keep my little friend busy while he gets better. Also a great way to keep the kids amused on a wet day. Might even get them to write to their grandmother. A novel way of sending a message for under $15.
Unfortunately, we've nearly run out of program and I hadn't finished showing you around this great warehouse we saw earlier. Well, let's see what's on next week's show and then we'll take a quick look at the courtyard. We'll show you how $500 can turn this lounge room into this one. Shell gives us the step-by-step on a room divider that's also great for storage and the best little hen house in town. Now, our warehouse owners have created a real little rooftop haven up here. They've done very artistic things with bird cages. In fact, there are so many clever ideas throughout the entire house. If you're feeling inspired, remember there's a fact sheet detailing where all this stuff came from. Now, we really have to go, so I'll see you next week and stay tuned now for money.